it up. Hack 'em and stack 'em, boys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we have a deck that was probably weeks in the making. It took me a long time to get here, but I'm there. And that is the Evil Squirrels. The Golgari Squirrel Food Forage deck. I know a lot of people have been requesting it. A lot of people have been looking for it. It's finally here. Yes, it is. We finally figured out the X factor that's going to bring us in for this one and do what we needed to do. We are going to feed. We are going to feast and eat. So this is the one, guys. This is the finally. It took me a long time to get this right, so I hope you appreciate it. I hope you do something for me, which is that, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and claw you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both are good. Yeah, you can hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live on YouTube. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, anything else that you want, ask questions. Share things, screenshots, whatever. That's there in the Discord. It's where our community lives. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So with that all being said, what are we talking about with Evil Squirrels, Golgari? Well, food, sacrifice, and death. That's the idea. I'm going to have to start explaining it to kind of go over there. We're going to start with the Bone Cache Overseer right here. This is going to get you a little extra card draw. It's a 1-drop squirrel, which we kind of needed some 1-drops. 1/1, you pay 1 life and tap. You get to draw a card, activate only every 3 more cards. It's kind of a body blocker. It's kind of an early card to block bodies. It's kind of an early card just to get in the way and maybe get a little extra and be a squirrel on the board, which can grow things and make things bigger as we go. We're going to go with 2 Hopeless Nightmares. I'm not investing super big in discard, but we can kind of frighten people by early playing this and then using it as a sacrifice. I'm choosing Hopeless Nightmare specifically because it gives us a benefit when we sacrifice it, which is kind of what we want. Because we're going to want to sacrifice it eventually for a permanent. Because we have that Rotten Mouth. We'll get to that. So discard a card and lose 2 life. Very effective, especially when we're trying to do a life gain right there. And we're going to run Scavenger's Talent. Yes. Look at this evil squirrel right here. All the squirrels are warlocks. 1 red, 1 black. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control died, create a food token. This ability only triggers each turn. So we're going to build food just by losing creatures, which is going to be important because we want food. We want to feed. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, which is going to happen, target player mills 2 cards. We can mill people. I've ran this one. I've just used all my mana, eaten like 6 food, and made them mill 12 cards, which is insane. And then, of course, at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with the finality counter. Being able to resurrect anything by sacrificing 3 other non-land permanents, especially when I'm making food for everything that dies, and I'm constantly making food, very useful, let me tell you, especially for the big ticket items that we want back. So Scavenger's Talent's going to come in handy right there. Removal package. What are we running? We're running 3 Bitter Triumphs. For the direct removal against planeswalkers. I'm not worried about discarding a card. Forage is actually pretty useful. Sometimes we need cards in our graveyard to get effects, so I'm not worried about it. We also can just lose life. Savor is the other one that we're going to do here. -2 until the end of turn and create a food. Honestly, if they would have made this a 1-drop and they would have made it uncommon, I think it would have been perfect. But as a -2 common drop right there, it's very useful in the early game against those aggro decks that are coming in, especially the aggro decks that are super base, like that on their toughness they explode and die, like Heartfire Hero or the Phyrexian Goblin. Very useful to kill them off, and it creates a food, which is important. And then the last removal that we're going to talk about here is Tear Asunder. This one is very useful because it exiles an artifact or enchantment. If they're running Vraska Innkeeper, kill the Innkeeper. If they're running, Azorius artifacts, destroy the factory. If they're running Boros factories, eat the factory up. Or spend the extra and get rid of anything. Any permanent that you want will do it. We have some alternatives in this, but I'm going with Terra Sunder to kind of stop people running the Vraska combo. If they have too many Innkeepers out, we wait and we pop the Innkeeper right when they're getting ready to do it. So now to the squirrels, if we're talking about that. Osteomancer Adept. Look at this guy. He's really doing it. 1 black and 1 Squirrel Warlock. I don't know why they decided all the squirrels are all about death and life and warlocks, but they're awesome for that. 2/2 Death Touch, not bad for a 2-drop. Until the end of turn, you may cast a creature card from your spell by foraging in addition. If you enter it, if it enters this way, it comes in with a finality. So again, another Resurrector card. What does foraging mean? Exile 3 cards from your graveyard or sacrifice a food. Guys, we're going to end up with more food than we know what to do with, because like Scavenger's Talent with Osteomancer, if any creature of our dies, we have the food. So this just lets us recast cards from our graveyard by having food. Savor gives us food. This gives us food. A lot of stuff gives us food. And we'll be able to use that food to recast things and resurrect them with Osteomancer Adept. I'm going with 2. You could go with more. You certainly could. You can invest with them and lower on the Valley Rockcallers. That's fine. Valley Rockcaller, I rarely ever get to use this card because everyone figured out that he is dangerous. They kill him on sight. He is a lightning rod because damn, this dude is dangerous. 1 black and 1/1/3 Squirrel Warlock Menace. Whenever Valley Rockcaller attacks, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. Guess what? We have a lot of squirrels in this deck, so hitting somebody with that gain and drain on the swing with the Menace is extremely useful. I've killed people. I've had a board of 5 or 6 squirrels, swing in, drain it for 5, and boom, they're gone. Very useful card right there. Again, if you want to go more Osteo, if you want to go more Resurrector, you don't have to go on the Rockcaller. But one of the ones that I really want you to get right here is the Vine Reap Mentor, a Squirrel Druid. One of the ones that is not a Warlock, meaning that they're not an Outlaw. Golgari colors right here, green and black, 3/2. When Vine Reap Mentor enters or dies, create a food token. Very useful. So you get 2 tokens from this guy dying. From this guy, you get him coming in token, him dying token. Very important. We want to feed everybody. We want to feed. Feeding is the key here. Honored Dray Leader. Actually really like this guy. I did not realize how effective he is. I might put more of him. You might, if Valley Rockcaller keeps getting you killed, you can invest in him. He's a 3-drop, 1 green and 2 1/1 Squirrel Warrior with Trample. Honored Dray Leader enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other squirrel and food you control. So basically, however many squirrels and however much food you have, he comes in with that many 1/1s. He could come in as a 7/7 for 3, yeah, sure. And then whenever a squirrel or a food enters, put a 1/1 counter on him. If you play Honored Dray Leader and then play a Vine Reap, he immediately gets 2/2. He is really powerful. Like, he is sneaky powerful. All of a sudden, he can just pop off right there. He can just all of a sudden just immediately have a lot of trampling power and toughness. Super cool. Camellia, the Seed Miser. Look at her, legendary Squirrel Warlock. 1 green, 1 black, and 1 Golgari colors. 3/3 Menace. Other squirrels you control have Menace. This is a great way to finish the game, by the way. If they're not expecting Menace, Honored Dray Leader and Vine Reap and Rockcaller and Osteomancer all swinging in with Menace, and they don't have the energy to drop it, they don't have the blockers to block it, can really mess things up. So that's great right there. Then, of course, you can pay 2 and forage, which, of course, is either take 3 cards out of your graveyard or pay a food. So you have, like, the black cost and the green cost with forage. Like, green is paying food, black is paying in death or stuff in the graveyard. So each other putting 1/1 across the board for squirrels, and when other squirrels you control have Menace, you have this lovely ability now. Whenever you sacrifice a food, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. So you can forage, you make a token by sacrificing a food, and you get 1/1 on all your other squirrels. So you can actually do both. There's a really, really interesting combination plays right there. Then if you get Yigra and he turns everything into food, you can keep re-sacrificing the same squirrel to keep pumping your squirrels. I'll show you that in a minute. So really, really cool abilities with eating and feeding food to create squirrel tokens, and then buffing every one of the squirrel tokens. I love the fact that her fluffy tail has a little bit of bone armor on it. That's really cool. Bristlebud Farmer, what's he doing here? Well, he makes a lot of food for 4 mana. As a plant druid, 5/5 trample, that's pretty good already. A 5/5 trample for 4 is not bad. He creates 2 immediately when coming in, and then when you attack, you may sacrifice a food, which of course would create a squirrel token. You mill 3 cards, and then you put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Very useful guy right there. Just makes a lot of food and is a big body right there at 4-drop. So he's having fun. Then we have our Calamity beasts on the high end. We have Yigra, Eater of All, 1 green, 1 black, and 3. You are all food to me. That's what Yigra says. All of you, everything. Ward, sacrifice a food, legendary creature, elemental cat. Other creatures are food artifacts in addition to their other types. He literally sees the entire board as food. It doesn't matter what it is. That's all he wants to do is eat. You pay 2, sacrifice, and you gain 3 life. That's what a food artifact is. Whenever a food is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 1/1 counters on Yigra, Eater of All. He will get insanely big. So now with everyone being food, we can start pulling off crazy things like that. Everyone being food and food coming in and eating food and destroying food and milling food. It's all very, very cool. It all gets very powerful, and this guy is very dangerous. You have to sacrifice a food to get him, so they basically if they only have creatures, they have to sacrifice a creature to get past his ward right there. 6/6 elemental cat. Very fun. Then the pièce de résistance here, another hungry snake right here, the Rotten Mouth King. Rotten Mouth Viper right here, 1 black and 5. He is a 6-drop. However, we can get this guy out for 1 black mana. Why? As an additional cost to this spell, you may sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. This spell costs 1 less for each permanent sacrificed this way. Why have we been hoarding all this food? To feed the snake. That's what we're trying to do. We are going to generate so many tokens and artifacts and enchantments, any permanent. We can feed him Scavenger's Talent, Hopeless Nightmare, and 3 foods. You know what I mean? We could do like Hopeless Nightmare and Divine Reap Mentor into a saver or something like that, and get him out like turn 4. And that is brutal because he will eat anything. Those are non-land permanents. So the more food we can feed this guy, the quicker he can come back. The quicker we can get him out, and the quicker we put pressure on the board. 6/6. When Rottenmouth Viper enters or attacks, put a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Very, very, very big threat on the board right there. And again, making him dirt cheap, hell, even casting a couple of them right back to back, or sacrificing a bunch of food and bringing him back with Scavenger's Talent, or playing him back out of the graveyard with Osteomancer, constantly putting that threat, lose life, sacrifice things. And if they run out of things to sacrifice, they can't kill Yigra, and they can't kill the other stuff, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. We are just going to eat them alive. That's the goal right there. We're going to go with 1 Mudflat Village to resurrect some stuff, to resurrect squirrels. Oak Hollow Village is not bad either, to put 1/1 on each squirrel you control that entered. Blooming Marsh, Llanowar Waste. 1 Restless College that does make food. It does turn into a 4/4. I don't want to come and tap too much, so maybe 1 or 2 of them. And 2 Cavernous Souls. I would choose Squirrel first, and then maybe Snake or Cat afterward. You could choose Druid maybe, but at least 2 Cavernous Souls just for our funny blue friends who want to get involved in whatever we're doing. We take a look at the stats here. 26 creatures, 17 of them squirrels, 11 warlocks, 2 warriors, cats, druids, elementals, plants, snakes. Like I said, decent amount of druids. Warlocks, druids, and squirrels. Standard, 24 lands, 7 instants, 4 enchantments, 2.7 average. Don't worry about it because it's Rottenmouth throwing off the curve right there, so I wouldn't worry too much about the expense because we're going to play him for cheaper. We're always going to sacrifice the Rottenmouth, try to get him out as quick as we can. 30 black, 16 green right there. Yeah, so that's why we have a little bit more black than green and the double lands. Alternate removals, maybe a Fell, maybe a Cut Down, maybe another Saver. Assassin's Trophy is not a bad replacement for Tear Asunder. Assassin's Trophy is a little bit more expensive. It's a rare, but it does work a little quicker. They do get a land out of it, but it's not that big of a deal. Cease and Desist, not too bad either. That'll help with destroying stuff out of people's graveyards if you want, or drawing a card. And destroying all artifacts and enchantments middle to late game can actually save your life in some cases. And so that's our kind of artifact and enchantment wipe, and maybe a Gixis command is not too bad either. That's not a bad idea to have one of those stock just in case. So a couple of sideboard ideas from a best of 3 guys right there. That's what we're looking at on the Food Squirrel Feeding Death Warlock awesome Golgari deck we have right here. What do you think about this one? What do you think about evil squirrels? Why are squirrels evil? I always saw them as adorable and fluffy, but Wizards said no, they're secretly dark masters. Sure, yeah, man. And maybe it's a reference to the Rick and Morty episode. Maybe you know that one. These fucking squirrels, Morty. All right, let's get into the game, guys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get into Diamond. Way to do it. I actually really like this. Scavenger's Talent, Vine Reap Mentor, boom. Savor is not bad to build to Rotten Mouth there. Alice Ilcor. Okay. Alright, so I think we gotta do this. We can't get him out yet. Let's Savor first. Plus, he's going to want to play a kill card. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do Dry Leaf. Let's wait till he gets some of those kill cards out of his hand. Cassius. Cassius, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Where you been? There, he's going to Darkstar Augur it up. Boom, boom. Boom. Gonna go in. Boom. Alley Row Caller. Alright. Do we want to add that? Let's do this then. He's gonna do that. Now we'll do this. Rotten Mouth. Discarded. Activate ability. Boom, it's a land. Boom, okay. 1. Okay. See if he's got the top deck removal here. There's Zoraline. What did he discard? He didn't really discard anything for Zoraline, no. Trade. Let's do that. Do that. Two rotten counters. What you got for me? Lost that one. Darkstar Augur. Trampoly 7 boy. What are you going to do with the Trampoly 7 boy? Are you going to hit it for 4? Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Draws 1 damage. Boom. Now to resurrect with Zoraline is going to be expensive here because it's going to cost him 2. He's going to gain a little bit back, but he's going to be playing it real fast and fucking loose with his protection right there. So we can swing in with Zora. 2, he'll bring somebody back. But that's... Nah, I don't think that's going to gain him a lot of life. I don't think that's enough, homie. Yeah. Cokey Coke? Nope. We did pretty good on that one. You go to 1 life all day in his position? You think so? You think you're waiting for the top deck hero on that one? The delicious top deck hero? Ops goes first. I'm a little slow. Put down that. We'll put down Rock Caller, Shot Caller. It's probably going to play removal on it because they hate that fucking card. Everybody knows the callers are fucking on site. Watch this. On site. Guaranteed on site. It's a guarantee on site. It's going to do it. Watch it. I told you. It's on site. Rock Caller's threats. Frankly, it's in the deck just to kind of pull threat from some fucking other shit that I'm running. So, Trichomelia, it's probably going to be on site too. Bristly Bud's going to have to come up next. We got way too much mana here. If we draw more mana, we're going to be fucked up. But this is a man ready to play mono red right here. Annoying Affliction, yeah, Exile. Oh, he's running fucking Proliferate. Holy shit! All right. Let's see that counter spell. No? On site. It's going to be another smash. He's got it. He's got the instant in his hand, guys. You're not going to let shit fly here, man. This is the no-fly zone right here. Childrussi, the Apocalypse. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Dryad Leader. Boom. Do that. Boom. Grab it. We'll take back the Rottenmouth King right there. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Rottenmouth King's ready to go. Unless he's running a board wipe. That would suck. Mojo Jojo. Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. Who's he hitting here with this, man? Who up tempering their Pilgrim right now? I drew an extra card. You have to discard. Or he's going to lose to Fairy. Or he can take 4 damage. Either one. I think we kill Teferi, and I think we go that. Poof, poof. Okay. Probably a board wipe. I'm probably going to lose everything here, but I have a Mudflat Village. I'm not too worried about it. I don't imagine this guy is running card draw without board wipe or direct removal stocked. Oh, that's all he had. Okay. Liliana the Villiana. Bro, I guarantee you I'm not going to sacrifice Rottenmouth. I'll tell you that right now. Rottenmouth King stays. Vine Reaper. Fine Reaper. Alright, you can only have discard, or you can take 4. Gonna lose Liliana. Lose Liliana. He's gonna take 4. He's gonna gamble himself down to 4. Okay. Play Gopher. Boom. Play this figure. Boom. Is that a top deck? It is not. That is not it, homie. Not bad. I like the food devouring. We're starting to get some mud under the tires here, boys. Starting to get a little mud under the tires. I'm not too angry with it. Rottenmouth doing his business. Puts threat quick on the board, and I think that's important. Especially with people shitting out their hands so quickly. They're scared to discard, and this kind of punishes you. It's a rack, you know. Punishes you for not discarding. Or for discarding too much. Alright. Man, I hope you mulligan down. I'd love to hit you with this Hopeless Nightmare to start. Rottenmouth, Rottenmouth is not only a 6/6, but it's a 6/6 that's cumulative. It's a 6/6 that keeps adding counters. It's going to keep putting pressure. And you basically have to respond to it. Saver. Let's do that. Some more. Let's go in. Boom. And turn. Oh, he's just waiting for me to play something, huh? He's just waiting for me to play something. Yeah, I'll play this. There we go. Yeah, he's just waiting on the counterspell. He's really excited about it. He was super stoked about counterspelling. Oh, there he goes. Jace the Perfected Mind. Great. Is he going to do the full mill right here, or what? Target player mills only 2. We're going to say, I'm going to play 3 life. You can go to hell, Jace. Boom. Whoop, 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 whoop. Molly had a Seed Miser. Put her down. Boom. Take 4, discard. Boom, he took the 4. He's probably got an exile board wipe, something good here for me, so he's not worried about it. Yeah. That's total control. Milling a possible Forge deck wouldn't have been your ideal. He only knows one thing, man. He knows board wipe, mill. You don't know anything else, man. You gotta understand what we're dealing with here, man. This dude doesn't know. He doesn't know how to do anything else. You think he's running a fucking Azorius Control because he's a good player? Okay. Go in. Fuck you. Oh, what kind of crazy stuff has he got here? That's not bargain. The top 4. Okay. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. Put 2 of them in your hand, and the rest of the body in your library. Any order. Boom. He's looking for a removal here. Exile target creature. Boom. Boom. Bristly butts. Boom, boom. More exile, bro. What else we got, man? We got some more board wipes or something for you? What else can we do for you, my man? Hmm? Gonna exile that one too. Counterspell. There you go. You got it, bro. You're doing great, man. He's doing great. He's doing a good job. Don't you guys think he's doing a good job? He's doing a great job. Jason perfected mine. Very nice. Really wants to mill me out here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. Draws that. Is that a kill? Board wipe? Counterspell? What is it? Pass. Probably one of all of them. Do that. That. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do the fucking destroy exile attacking creature or something. Mill those. Return a swamp. Hit for 4. Play a swamp. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Stignox. Hey, the Nukes. What's up, Nukes? How you doing, Ferdinand Rivera? Yeah, you like this, guys? Spellgyre, he's gonna surveil 2. Yeah, he's really looking for his he's holding out for a hero here. He's really holding out for a hero. He's got a lot of stuff in his hand, so, you know. Got that going for us. Target player mills 3. Fantastic. Just draw a card right there. Board wipe probably. Yeah. So we'll do that. Bristly butt. I'm going to play that. He might throw a counterspell out there just for the hell of it. There he goes. Perfect. I hope I draw top deck Rotten Mouth, 10% chance. The highest percent chance that we could get a Rotten Mouth would be really funny. No, it's a hopeless nightmare. Probably a counterspell. I know it's a boring match. I'm gonna quit. Here in a second. Activate ability. Whenever we do that, we get to do that. We don't Scavenger's Tail. We don't want either of those. Those are no. Alright, end turn. Rottenmouth would be good. He's probably got a counterspell in there. We don't have another Hopeless Nightmare, unfortunately. Yigra, Farsight Ritual, Vanishing Bargain, Boogeyman, 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 Boogeyman. Negative, whatever. Surprised he didn't mill. Probably going to be a land, yeah. So we're going to quit because this is just going nowhere and it's taking up time. That fucking took forever and did nothing, man. Yeah, we absolutely do need, and I forgot to put in my, of course I forgot to put in the caves. The caves would have helped a lot. But I mean, as long as there's so many effective board wipes and card draw in the game, that deck will never go away. Unfortunately, that's the nature of it. That deck will never fucking leave as long as there is card draw and board wipes. It'll just fucking live forever. 2 Cavernous Souls, take those out. Boom. Yeah. I forgot to put them in, so that's my bad. Bellis Kratos. Pretty good opener here. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. Turn 3 is a little slow, but eh. My red deck is a turn 3 killer. Yep, it sure is. Pretty much every red deck can kill on turn 3. It's very crazy that we're at that point. The only way to disrupt it is to have a million flurry spells in your hand that you just throw out. Opponent waiting first. I will keep this because I like the 1, 2, 3. He goes first. Boom. Regal Bunny Corn. I'm gonna put down Rock Caller, Shock Caller, Swamp, Osteomancer, Scavenger's Talent. I think is what we want to do here. Factory probably, or he's gonna play a kill card. He's either gonna play a Lightning Helix or a Factory. No, War Leaders. Huh? Oh. Pretty good. No blocks, I'll take it. Blooming Marsh. Boom. Alright, so could actually get Rotten Mouth out pretty quickly here. He might play the Helix on me right now, though. Or he could rip the Scavenger's Talent. You might go for that too. I'm pretty sure this is a Factory Boros. I don't know if OP knows what his deck is, but... Oh, see, that's bad, dude. You see, because now you gave me permanence to sacrifice, and that Rottenmouth's going to be dirt cheap. Okay, so I'll have 4 or 5. Yeah, I'll have enough to cast it. Oh, look at all that lifeblood bleeding away there. That's a shame. I don't want either of those. Boom. He might have another kill card in his hand, too, so we gotta watch out for that, but... Get lost in the worst possible situation, yep. Cool. Get lost will backfire on you occasionally, man. Get lost is not the end all be all occasionally. Hey, thank you for coming, MTG Hillbilly. Appreciate it, my dude. He's not happy about that early Rottenmouth. He's really not happy about it. He's very much considering it right now, debating it. I feel like if he could kill it, he'd have killed it already, so I'm a little less nervous. Timeout used. All right, he's going to do that. Very good. He's going to go in with that. No, yes, no, yes, yes. Put a 1/1 on target creature. Oof. Is there anything for 7 damage? No, there is not. Okay. That. Play this. We're gonna say discard a card. You have to discard 2 or lose a bunch of life. So you have to either get what a War Leader's Call. Yeah, that early Rottenmouth pressure ain't nothing to deal with, man. It's tough, man. I'm telling you. That Rottenmouth pressure right there. It's not good. You have to discard 2 cards or lose 4. So basically you have to discard a card and you have to lose War Leaders. That's your own. Okay, yeah. So you got that. Down to that. Best case scenario, this is a top deck removal. Best case scenario, that's what he's got. Nope, he doesn't have it. Okay. You tried your best, man. Man, that early, that feed. Listen, the snake is hungry. The snake is hungry, guys. I don't know how else to say it. The snake is hungry. Starscrape Cleric. I'm pretty sure I have a full playset of those, so I don't know. Yeah, that probably counted towards Gemeralds. The snake is hungry. Yeah, you know, the issue that I had with the Calamity Beast is that they're so expensive. I don't think he does Joe LeBeau. I think he got that off of, I think he might have probably watched a streamer or something, and he was not really sure how to, he did not seem very confident with that deck. He did not seem to know how to pilot it very well. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Boom. So we do Rock Collar, followed by Bone Cash and Scavenger's Talent. He mulligans, so he's only going to have 5 cards, which he's going to be upset about. Takahiro in the Sky. That was a blue counterspell there, so who knows what the fuck's going on with him right there. We'll do Rock Collar, Shock Collar. He might play the removal immediately. I don't know. There's blue, Dabba Debot and die. Dabba Debot and die. And a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him. Okay, engine. Here we go with engine. Four drop. Unless he's got a fucking board wipe. No, he's done. That's Quaitons. Nope. Nope. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Hey, what's up, Lunasm? Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Pretty good. Yeah, Squirrels did that one. Squirrels came through on that one, so, you know, we love to see it. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Do, 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 do. Then don't play ranked. I mean, listen, the guy Googled best deck and Crokeys' fucking, or was it Legends deck popped up, and it said this is the best deck, and he said, okay, I'm gonna play this one, and then he put it down, and it was not in fact the best deck, or he just hadn't played it before. But he got the diamond, I don't know, but he seemed very unconfident with that deck. He did not seem like he knew what he was doing. Ooh, I'm always disappointed when I see blue. Dabba Debot and die. Let's do Sea Miser. Lord Skittering. Glad he's going full black on this one. Who's he going to shut off? Alright, so we're going to put down Mudflat Village. We are going to... lose Rat King? I don't think you do. I don't think that's a good trade. I'm gonna put pressure on his ass. Oh shit, he wants to lose Rat King. Okay. Oh shit, I was not expecting him to do that. I was absolutely not expecting him to lose fucking Rat King there. Deep Cavern fucking value bat. Yeah, so that's, listen, this is advice that I will always give out to people. You are not me. And I'm not saying that I'm a particularly good player or anything, but either way, you are not me. You have to modify decks. You have to learn how to play your style. I learned that lesson in fucking middle school, and I've told it a bunch, where back in the day they used to print the World Championship decks. And a dude came in one day and he was like, man, I got the World Championship decks. I'm gonna beat all your ass. And he didn't. He was very confused. He's like, man, why am I sucking so much? I got a mono red, the World Champion. They used to print the card, all the cards out with gold borders. And it was because he wasn't the World Champion. He just playing his deck. So, you know, that's the problem right there. You're not the World Champion. You're not me. Now, I'm not saying I'm a great player and, you know, you're not as good as me. I'm just saying you're not literally me. Which is, you know, you're never going to play the same way. Okay, hopefully I can get a mana here and play Yegra, because that would be pretty cool. Build himself. Nice. Romex. Karomex, Eater of Suns. Lord Skitterbeam. I take Jay's decks and mod them to me. Thanks, Jay, for all the help. Yeah, I mean, that's what you should be doing. You should be using my stuff as a template to build your version of what you want, you know? Someone's not paying attention. Oh, he did pay. He did pay attention. Is he gonna do it? What's he gonna do about it? Reminding me of the gold border decks. I thought literally nobody did. Yeah, I remember the gold borders, man. I'm glad somebody else remembers them and I'm not crazy. Down 4 right there. Very nice. Boom. Take something out of there. Should have taken the creature out of there. Romex. Fat Thumb. Bear down for midterms. No blocks. Board wipe? It's gonna give me a lot of food if he does that. Mist Whisker. Mist Whisker. Biggest issue with Yigra, he'd be unstoppable if he was a mill boy. Bone Cash Overseer. Whisker. Create a food token. Sacrifice 3 other permanents. Decline. Beginning Surveil. Well, that'll help him get the card he needs there. Oh, he didn't want to miss Whisker. Okay. Land. Brand the Relentless. That's a pretty good one. Creature. Kind of stuck in a loop here. Trample would have been really helpful, but I didn't grab it. He's going in. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Rats me up there. Caromax is Really gonna have to go here. Loses nothing. I'm gonna pull a land real quick. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna say snake. I'm just not pulling shit right here, man. We're just not pulling anything. We just flooded and flooded and flooded here, so that's too bad. Eat food. Hunter's Talent might not be bad. Yeah, I mean, I've got enough removal and sacrifice. He's just going real wide here. And also, I drew mana for fucking... I drew 7 mana out of 14. So, that's also the problem. That's also the problem, is I drew 7 mana out of 14. So, you know. Yeah. I think they probably knew it would be too powerful if he comboed it out, but still, there's powerful cards otherwise. That's just a mana flood issue right there, boys. I don't really think there's much more you can call it that. I actually was doing quite well with him, and the flood was the issue. Alright, let's close it up. I try to be extra nice to new players so they don't go through that. The first person to teach me Magic beat me with an infinite slivers. Now still understanding tapping mans and lands. Yeah, that's no good, man. You don't want to make Magic. You don't want to beat people so that they don't think Magic is fun. I don't like that. I would never do that. I go easy on new guys just because, you know, for that reason. Alright, we do Rock Collar, Shock Collar into Honored Drayleaf. Green, what do we got? We got Golgari. Armored Scripter. Boom. Boom. No attacks. Into the flood again. The Mana Worms. You think Foundations will be a lot of new players? Foundations has some busted shit in it. Now, it's got a lot of good vampires, though. But Foundations coming hot and heavy with some serious fucking, some serious heat, which is fun. Ooh, it's one of these boys. This is going to be hard for him because... Oh, he's probably going to play removal. Never mind, yeah. Man, they kill that guy fucking on... Every time he's on site for everybody, man. They just always fucking kill him. Dryad. They do not let that guy live. I'm going to have a lot of life so that the pings from the lands shouldn't be too big of an issue. Not lands. I'm going to have a lot of life, a lot of food and shit like that, so the land pings shouldn't be too bad. But I'll tell you what, man. Rock Collar, the #1 MVP most killed card. Like, that card has to be statistically one of the most killed cards in the fucking new set. Like, people kill that son of a bitch fast, dude. They kill it fast. They hate that card. And it gets out of control. It can drain you for a crazy amount. Like, no doubt it can. We absolutely can do that. That is an issue. I don't think I have enough kill in this deck. Or at least I don't draw it. I don't know what the problem is where I don't draw the kill cards that I need. Armored Scrap Gorder, doing Armored Scrap Gorder. Yeah, it's gonna be rough out there because of that, for that very reason alone. All right, so now we're getting into land flooding again. Really excited about that. Super excited about land flooding. Grizzly Bill. He's looking at a removal. He's gonna go in. No blocks. Boom. Pop. Draw a card, lose 1 life. Okay, we'll do that. Really coming in heavy on this hit here, boys. Really coming in heavy. He's going to double block that guy. He's going to let the rest of the damage go through. Or he's going to play instant removal or some shit. Ooh, that's a bad hit right there. Okay. Scavenger's Talent. I would have liked to get that out, but I needed to pull off that combo right there. He's got a problem. One black. Geese of the Hellraiser. Nice! Nice! Pings me. Pings me. One down. Tap zombies. He didn't go in there. Okay. Yep. Big hits. Playing all night again, you know it. Boom. Adding it up. Hack 'em and stack 'em, boys. We're climbing slow. Just give you cards like Curd Ape and FUD cards like that in Foundation would be perfect. I like that they added a shitload of vampires, frankly. I think I said that, but there's a lot of cool vampires in there. Alright guys, we're going to leave it right there for tonight. I think I finally got my squirrels locked in. All you needed to add was Rotten Mouth pressure, man. They needed a high end that really led to something. And I think that Rotten Mouth really did prove that point. We beat a couple of mono reds. We beat a couple of controls. We were on the draw 15 times in a row. It's great. It's great stuff. I actually really am happy that I finally got a successful squirrel off that has a lot of different various modes of play and can do a lot of things. So happy about that. Feed me, drink me. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. We'll see you in the next one, boys. Adios.